Good evening, everyone. Today is Sunday, July 20th. Jumping right into the charts here, looking at these spiders. Big reversal day on Friday. As I said on Thursday's video, I was expecting a bounce on the SPY. We did get more of a bounce than I was expecting myself. If we look at the 10-minute time frame, there is an interesting downtrending line that I did tweet about on Thursday before the close. Here's Wednesday's pivot high, which was 198.26 here. Here's Thursday's pivot high, which was 198.10. If you take those two pivot highs, that takes you right into this pivot high made on Friday, which is 197.91. Nice downtrending line here. Friday's action, gap up and followed through to the upside. I did end up picking up some puts. I may have bought those a bit too early, but I did hold over the weekend. These are monthly puts. I'm comfortable with my position, but I would expect some weakness on the SPY this week. Now that Options X is over for the month, I'd like to see some downside on the SPY. Just in case here, I've got this 198.29, excuse me. That's the high on these spiders. So we'll see if tomorrow this line here acts as resistance, or maybe we break that line, see new highs, and then pull back. But like I said, I am favoring the downside this week on the spiders. Tomorrow, I'd like to see this pull back. What I'm mainly looking for is a close below our orange line here. If we take a look at the daily chart, here you can see we've bounced on this line a few times now. So I'd like to see a close below this line to confirm some more downside on the SPY. All right, moving on to Facebook. Facebook I had been bearish on. If we look at the weekly chart that I've been talking about, we did close above this 67.36 level. Facebook closed the week out at 68.42. So I am now neutral on Facebook. I was bearish, like I said, but I still think you'll have a lot of resistance up here on Facebook. 68.44 comes from the pivot high on July 1st. Again, the high was 68.44. Friday, we made a new high of 68.46, closing at 68.42. Strong move on Facebook here on Friday's session, bouncing off the 20-day moving average here. Right there. Facebook closed up 3% on Friday. A reminder, Facebook does announce earnings on, let's see here, on the 23rd after the market closes. So again, these earnings could push a stock either way, up or down. Right now, I am neutral on Facebook. This looks okay. Facebook could make new highs, or it could just break this downtrending line. It just depends on earnings, I suppose. I'm personally staying away from Facebook until after earnings. So I'll keep watching that one just to update you guys. Next up, Twitter. Twitter closed up 0.49% on Friday. I do favor the downside on Twitter. I've got a level worked up here at 33.91. Friday we did bounce off of that 50-day moving average here, as you could see. My level here at 36.10 continues to be some support on Twitter. So keep an eye on that. This one too, we do have earnings on the 29th. after the market closes. So keep that date in mind. Next up, YELP. YELP closed up 2.74% on Friday. I think on Thursday's video, I talked about this line here, 68.58 is where I think YELP should find some resistance here. Here's Friday's 10-minute action. Tagged that level here, pulled back, broke above it, and had a small bounce here, but closed below that 68.58 level. So I am bearish on YELP. This one has earnings in about a week or so on 7:30 after the market closes. To me, this is looking bearish. We did close above the 50-day moving average on Friday. However, you do have your 200 and your 50-day moving average trading above current price. To me, this is a bearish pattern. I'd like to see this pull back to 61.83, and we'll keep an eye on this one this week. Next up, Netflix. Netflix closing up 1% on Friday. This too, I am a bit bearish. I'm overall bearish on the market. I think we should start to pull back this week, just my opinion. So again, Netflix closed up 1%, closing at 444.17 on Friday. This one's just kind of going sideways for now. This too has earnings this week, I believe, on the 21st after the market closes. So we'll see what Netflix decides to do on earnings. The high on Netflix is 475.87. About 20 or $30 off of its current price. So we'll see if Netflix decides to make new highs or maybe come back and test this 20 or even this 200. Again, earnings could, we never know what earnings could do to a stock. Next up, SPLK. This one closed up 1.42% on Friday. I am also bearish on SPLK. As you can see, we are trading well below all moving averages. I think this could end up breaking down to 39.34. So we'll keep an eye on this one. I'm waiting for a close below 45.95. Thursday we closed below it. Friday we closed above it. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Last one here, LinkedIn. This one closed up 1.77% on Friday, closing at 159.99. I do have a level of resistance here at 160.18. So far, we've been just kind of hovering in between these two Fibonacci levels here. But again, I do favor the downside on LinkedIn. This one does report earnings later next week on 7/31. So we'll see how this one trades this week. I'd like to point out the E-mini futures. There we go. Futures are trading down $1.50. Let's look at the 10-minute chart. I drew that same line, that downtrending line I talked about on the spiders. Again, these are the E-mini futures. This is live right now. Right now we are down $1.50. Nothing too crazy, but the futures have broken this sideways action they've been in most of the afternoon here. We've been hovering in between these two lines. Right now we are below that 1970 level here. Currently we are down $1.75 on the futures. Not a big deal here, but I would like to see us open lower tomorrow. small gap down. What I'd really like to see is a flush to the 20-day moving average. But again, we'll see what tomorrow brings. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your weekend, and this week should be fun. And good luck to you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.